Creativity is seeing what everyone has seen and thinking what no one else has thought. Today we are hosting a renowned artist, a visual artist from Salaama, very well talented, as you can see from my backdrop. He's a painter. He has done so many things around the art industry, and today we are going to talk about art. Yes, the show today is powered by Zilas Wines, and it is you can like, share, and comment on our social media platforms all over Kinyolo Media, what I usually call K Media. But today we are going to talk about art. Thank you very much. Let's take a short break. It is a very beautiful day outside, and it is a very sunny. It is a very hot weather in there. But anyways, we want to talk about his lifestyle, and we want to go through his biography and know him more, where he has come from, what he has done, what his career is like. And today, yes, we are at his home studio. So thank you very much for hosting us today. The people out there, our viewers, would like to know the person you are hosting in the studio today. So,
thank you for the opportunity. I'm very, very humbled and honored to host you at my very confined studio. I'm by the name Remmy Sserwadda. I'm a visual artist. I'm a painter. I paint figurative oil paintings on canvas. Yeah, basically that's it with me.
Who is Remmy and what does Remmy do today? We are going to talk about his biography, and we're kind of going to profile him on camera and know more about him. So today, please, would you please explain to our viewers?
So much love I feel when I host people to
thank you very much.
To discuss art with, it's one of things that humble an artist when you start to discuss art in general. Remmy Sserwadda is a Ugandan artist, born and bred from Kampala, Uganda. I've lived all my life in Uganda. Basically, I haven't traveled that much, but I'm looking forward to traveling. Oil paintings, let's talk oil paintings. Throughout my career, I've been only using oil paintings. Okay, when I was starting my art career, I began with a bit of acrylics, and I think I didn't make such good work with acrylics, just making a mess with acrylics. And then I tried out oils.
Acrylics is an oil, water.
Yeah, it's water-based colors. They are water-based colors. So these are oil colors. So with oil, it's a medium, it's a forgiving medium. It lets you make changes with time. You can paint in the morning and then come back and fine it out and make finesse on the work and change a few things with the oil. But with acrylics, it's kind of fast dry paint.
This is an unforgiving acrylic.
Yeah, it's quite unforgiving medium. It's an instant, straightforward. You just have to be good with it, accurate. So with oils, when I started using the oils, it kind of gave me brighter paintings with this variety of or wide range of colors. So it's like, yeah, let me try out let me stick to the oils.
So what or who inspired you to start this kind of art in the first place?
I remember when I was actually way back when I was starting this career, I never thought I would be an artist because I kept on running away from from art right from my high school. I didn't go for art education. I don't have any formal art class in my life. Okay, I've had a few.
Like, interesting to me.
I stopped doing art when I was in my S4. My HSC, I didn't offer art for certain reasons, personal reasons. But then after looking for what to do, basically, I landed into an art studio close to my home place. So each and every morning I used to just go and help out the artists. And I didn't have the zeal to work, to do art, to paint.
It takes time to have the zeal, I understand.
To do the paint and what. So I remember one day he was asking me if I can sketch anything for him. Then he gave me my very first canvas. I remember doing an awful job with the canvas. It was like,
do you particularly know this person?
Yeah. He was called Seguja Godfrey. I remember the name. Okay. You can't just forget the person who gave you your very first canvas.
What's the name of it?
And no, it was a studio.
Which studio?
It was a studio. So I remember doing a mess with it, but he appreciated the talent. Like there's potential, just needs to be developed. So he continuously gave me canvas. Like with practice, you can get there. With practice, you can accomplish so many things. Yeah, so Seguja Godfrey gave me my very first paint, my first canvas. And then I remember still after leaving his studio, I forsaken art.
Where is the studio located?
It's in Buziga, it's close to my hometown. So, but I remember meeting someone who introduced me to a very talented and skilled artist, Paul Ndema. So after visiting his studio and appreciating the flawlessness with his brushwork and his painting, I was moved, I was overwhelmed, I was blown away. And I'm like, I have to get to this level, regardless of what it took at that time. So after seeing the Ndema works, it gave me a challenge to look for more artists of that caliber. Hence me trying to learn from YouTube, because I'm basically a self-taught and a YouTube student.
So the viewers out there would like to know how you started this venture, and looking at your life in this art world and the art space, people would like to know more about your personal life, and they want to know, are you married, are you single, are you the other side, you know. We would like to know more about yourself, like personally, before when you started this career, and then how did it impact on your personal life, and how has it come out? How has it flourished?
Yeah. Very interesting question. My personal life is a bit complicated. Like most artists, the long agonizing working hours of solitude in your studio, basically something grows in you of being a bit antisocial. Like you want to be in your confinement and working on a painting.
Are you a loner?
I'm a loner, and as a very single person and straight.
Same and experience.
And straight. So that's why when people visit your studio and you talk about art, it feels like you're having a soft landing, or you're really at home, because you're talking to people at a field you have expertise in. Yeah, so personal life is a bit complicated. I don't think anyone would want to fit in my shoes as an artist.
Quick question: is it by choice, or you love it the way?
No, I don't think it's by choice. Okay. I think art chose me right from the very start. Yeah, so I remember in my high school, because that's the only formal education I received about art. And there were just a few hours of art lessons. So I dropped art when I was in S4 for personal reasons. That's when I decided not to do art anymore, not to offer art.
Which class was this?
That was S4.
Okay.
So I was like, to hell with art. But then in my high school, my HSC, I used to draw for people, like write for them, draw for them in an exam, and they get A's and they flourish in art. But then I wasn't thinking that I could have this as a career until I remember until 2017. That's when I decided to really take this up seriously, and it becomes a full-time career.
And speaking of high school, the viewers would like to know which schools did you attend, and which schools did you go through? Did you love art from elementary and then drop it at S4? And then people would like to know from your what comes up when. What impacts you? Okay, what changes your idea from not dropping the art from S4 and then saying now I want to take art?
Yeah.
After because when you say you dropped it in S4, it means from your senior 5 to 6 you didn't do the art.
Yeah.
Then from senior 6, then you're getting this idea and something is telling you, please, it is pulling you back to the comfort zone, and it is bringing you back to where you sit.
Yeah. So after visiting, remember I told you I visited a very talented, flawless artist. No, Paul Ndema.
Paul Ndema, sorry.
Flash forward to Paul Ndema. So after visiting this studio, I was pretty much unemployed, like the case is with all the youth in Uganda.
Yeah.
So I was looking for what to keep me occupied. And I remember during those times is when I was aspiring to be a journalist, and I was doing loads of research. I was covering so many things. So after we had a one-on-one with Ndema, and he mentions the value of his work, my God, that blew me away. It's like, can any Ugandan ever have valuable work like that? So that inspired me a lot, and a passion grew in me to start my own career. But I believe I was chosen by art, because as I told you, I kept on running away from it, but it kept on looking for me in so many ways. Like the Sekuja story, then meeting Paul Ndema, then I wasn't deciding on whether to make it a full-time career until the 2nd of January 2017, when I decided to just give up on everything and just have my focus in one direction.
All right. So this exclusive focus has done great work with you, and this is where I have at the point where I have to ask you this kind of question. And it is, so how long have you been doing this from, you say, being alone and then you're focusing to the art? How long have you been doing this? And personally, I've been following your works. I don't know when you started, but I've been following your works from back then. And what I have gathered is you had this, I want to call it a plain work, and you had that creative idea of that kind of work before, but now we've actually discovered that there is a difference in your works, and we are seeing place, we are seeing folks, we are seeing food in it. What do you want to say about this, and why have you changed from the other person to this kind of work now?
Yeah, there's been a shift on my concepts. There's been an evolution of ideas. We live in a changing environment. This day and age, there are so many things that go around, and as an artist, the role of an artist in society is to find the things that are given less attention and revealing those to the society as he would feel would inspire the society to be a better place. There's so much that goes through an artist's mind when they choose to take a direction or a switch or a different channels of voicing out.
Like Gustavo says, he says it's artisanal, is aligning around your thoughts.
Yeah. So I remember when I was still doing the plain skins of humans. I was like, I wanted to test my artistic limit, to have sort of diversion, sort of change, feel like yes, doing something else. Like, so I was seated with the person I take to be my mentor, Paul Ndema, and a few other artists, and we had a good conversation over lunch, and I was asking them to brainstorm, give me some ideas of what direction I should take, and I remember him mentioning so many things, but what stuck to my mind was, how about you try doing food, just doing food. So like, subconsciously, I think I had an element of food in me. So
food town in Boston.
Yeah, growing up from a food town in Boston, trust me, you would not want to pass Boston in an evening with a broke wallet.
I've been to the place, I know.
And if you are carrying someone who's a foodie, they would want to buy something from the food town. So I think subconsciously I had an element of food, of loving food, but it wasn't really pronounced, it wasn't active until that moment. I remember all my first series of works, I was working with fries, chips, chicken, and what, because it's the most sold junk food in Boston. So I was like,
junk is a weird word to describe the food, but just it's a fast food place.
Okay, fast food, but junk food. Junk foods are just.
No, it is a funny word to describe the food in Boston, but it is okay. You're the guest anyway. You can't say what.
Yeah, but then I was like, why shouldn't I broaden the venture, the experience?
Yeah.
So I started doing also foreign dishes, foreign cuisines, foreign everything. And then I remember hosting a collector who later became a friend, and they were like, when they came to Uganda, they were expecting to have a feel of our Ugandan food.
Different culture made food.
Yeah, but then all the friends that were around him were only taking him to KFC and Chicken Tonight,
which is food that he has.
Yeah, and it's food that he has tasted across the world. And he told me that they took him for pizzas, but then the best pizzas are sold in Italy, and the most tasty pizzas are in Italy. So like, it makes no point if someone comes to your country and you don't give them a feel of your taste as Ugandans or Africans. So I was like, really, that could also be that could also constitute part of my work. So from then, I've tried to work around African cuisines and trying to merge, because this is when you start researching about food and the food field, the cuisines and what, it's a big table. We can all share the table. All food cultures can come on that very round table, but the African dishes have been left out on that grand table. And with my my painting, I'm looking forward to kind of bring the cousins to that table, and it's another form of decolonization, because that mentality of the foreigners coming to Africa, and we're still serving them
with adopting the foreign,
and we're still serving them with with continental dishes and what they can find in Europe.
It's more of a foreign dish.
Yeah, so when you visit the 5-star hotel,
Matoke, Luombo kind of stuff. I do get the point.
Yeah, and when you visit the 5-star hotels, people are asking for things that are not.
It brings me to the point where I can I would interject and say there are times when you go to a restaurant and you want to order something that is very local. It has happened to most of us, and I can tell from the viewers, they can tell us, people, you would want to go to a hotel and maybe you don't want to use a fork. And you want to use your own hands.
And you take it as barbaric, yeah?
It is obvious.
Yeah,
this is a different case, and this is not a foreign way of eating.
Yeah.
I do get the point that there might be some foreign countries that do use hands, but then if you're doing this and you're creating that, you're creating a cultural view of the point where food is more cultural, and someone wants to see what comes from the black continent referred to back then. People want to see the different types of food that we do. As in, you want to walk into a Pearl or a Mistil hotel and you want to order for Luombo and want to go for some Toninja somewhere, and then you say, please, today I want to eat some Luombo. Taking you backwards, sorry for that. Someone viewing this program would want to know, where did you come from? As in, what is your education like? Your schools, which schools did you go to? Because from the way you're speaking, someone can tell, from obviously you're educated, and someone wants to know out there, which schools have you attended? Sorry, I've asked this question before. I think I did get the answers right. Now, I want to know.
Yeah, I wasn't dodging the question, it just skipped my mind, but I went for my primary. I went to Konge Parents Primary School for 7 years.
Where is this located?
It's in Salaama State, close to Salaama, in close proximity with Salaama. Yeah. And I went to from primary 1 to primary 7. Then I went to St. Cyprian High School, Chavakadde. Yeah, St. Cyprian High School, Chavakadde. Mukono. For my O level, that's from 2008, I believe, to 2011. That's 4 years. And then I joined St. Catherine High School, Salaama. For my 2 years of HSC.
But 2 years of HSC, you are doing art?
Yeah, I wasn't doing art. I was still afraid and frightened by art.
From high school, from St. Catherine's College, Salaama.
Yeah.
Did you continue anywhere?
No. Actually, I think those were the most cherished years of my life after high school.
The 2 years?
Yeah, after high school.
After high school?
Yeah, after high school, after my S6. That's, I believe that's 2014, 2015, 2016. Because those are the years that really gave me challenges, and you know, defeat is like, it's just setbacks. It's just delay. But those are the trying times of my life. But they really pushed me to finding a career, to finding art finding eventually. And like I said, but these are the years I was doing so much research about journalism, because I wanted to be a sports journalist back then, and I was reading a lot, I was Googling a lot, and then, but then after the whole meeting of Ndema and what, I decided to channel all the focus, all the attention, all the energy into doing research about art, about that field art. And I found out it's a broad, you can't exhaust everything, but you know, there's that saying of when you chase excellence, you can attain perfection. So I haven't reached, I'm not a perfectionist, but I try to chase perfection in my work. But and then after doing research, I ended up being a YouTube schooler. I ended up being so much on YouTube, watching art videos, watching art interviews, watching podcasts, and lots of art-related programs.
From what we've heard from Remmy today, and we want to go for a short break, and then we come back. The program is proudly powered by Zilas Wine. Like and share our Facebook pages and social media platforms as Chinyolo Media. Please go ahead, like, comment, and share. Yes, when we get back, we shall be talking about more with art with Remmy. Thank you. Welcome back to our show today, our program today. It is a beautiful day, like we said, it is a Sunday, and it is a beautiful sunny day outside. Sunny Sunday. We are hosted and we are hosting someone on our program today. Our guest today is Remmy Sserwadda. He's a visual art painter, a talented artist from Salaama. So today, welcome back.
Yep.
We continue to talk about the arts and what you've been doing with the arts. So the viewers out there would like to know, do you have any persons you look up to? Besides, you've mentioned Sserwadda, if I remember correctly.
Sserwadda.
Is it Geoffrey something?
Sserwadda Godfrey was.
He's the person who gave you the covers at first. Then Ndema in your life.
Yeah.
But then, do you have any people that you look up to?
Yeah. Ndema has been so pivotal in my art career. He has been so instrumental in what I've accomplished so far. There are not so many things that I've accomplished, but the little that I have, he's been the force behind it. Yeah, people that I would love to zero down to the people that are at the pinnacle of this art industry, globally and locally. Damien Hastes.
Damien Hastes
he is an artist.
which country?
He's English.
He's English?
People like Jeff Koons, people like Makindye.
Do you have in particular any Ugandan artists apart from the ones you've mentioned?
Yeah.
In your circles?
No, okay, because it's still a growing art industry.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's still a growing industry. Maybe if one presented themselves at the pinnacle of on the pinnacle of international art, I would.
According to the exclusive focus on your works and the people in your circles and the industry at large, the viewers would like to know: have you been in exhibitions before? What was if yes? Have you had an individual exhibition? What are you planning any exhibitions, and where has your work showcased before?
Interesting. You're asking about mostly achievements. My very first exhibition was in, I believe, 2019. That's the exhibition that ushered me into this very competitive art industry. That was Surfaces Art Exhibition with AfriArt.
Okay.
Then I applied for an open call that I won at Zenson's Art Space for a solo show. But before the solo show, we are hit by the pandemic, COVID. It was pushed, but then they improvised and gave us a group exhibition of about 5 people. It was called Look One, the first edition.
Look One is always organized by Zenson Art Space. Right?
Yeah.
I've heard of that one from Zenson.
Then following year, I believe that was 2021, if my mind serves me right. I had my very first May Day solo show titled Friend Request.
Where was that?
That's still at Zenson. Remember, I won the open call to exhibit a solo.
I think I attended that one personally.
Yeah, basically, and I've had several online shows with Artsy and Umoja Art Gallery, with Aka Art Gallery in Italy, and in Dubai.
What was that exhibition?
Is it the 50 African? It's contemporaries.
Okay.
It was a group exhibition of about 50 artists, and I believe the greatest joy came when I received an email and I was selected among the top 50 artists in Africa and its diaspora early this year.
So this brings me to another question, and
by Artsy, the selection was made by Artsy, among the top 50 artists in Africa and its diaspora. Artsy is a website that deals with art. It's a leading website in the world.
Is it in general social media?
No, it's not a social media thing. It's just basically a website.
To the young youth out there, before you say your goodbyes today, I want to tell our viewers today you can follow us on social media on all platforms, as Signoro Media, TikTok, Facebook, the YouTube channel. You can follow us. Please click on the notification button and please give us a thumbs up, or then you share our link to everyone. Today we are hosting Remmy. So before you say your goodbyes today, we want to know what advice do you have to any youth out there before you mention the challenges. Prior to that, we want to know what challenges. Then later you mention what challenges have you faced, and then after we can sum this up.
I'm going to just summarize everything. The two questions you've asked in one answer. The advice and challenges. People can pick my advice from the challenges that I'm going to talk about. Challenge number one: when you're entering this kind of venture, equip yourself with a little bit of money. It's not an easy venture if your finances are not strong. And you should also be aware of solitude, because there are long hours of agony of being alone and working in your studio.
When you focus on work.
Yeah. So, and the one thing that I would tell all young people or artists out there is focus, devote, don't get distracted with anything. You know, the external environment around you.
That is very key. Devote and focus.
The external environment around you can be maybe misleading at times.
Very diverting.
Yeah, be diverting and misleading at times, and you may be forced to divert and join.
From what you're doing.
Yeah, basically that's it from me, and it was nice talking to you and giving my experiences as an artist.
Okay, as we wrap up the show today, the name is Intale, and I'm the host today from the interview from Signoro Media today. Stay tuned, please like and share, comment on our all social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all around. Thank you very much. Ciao.
Cheers.
Okay, today as we wrap up the show from the interview, my name is Ntale, and then we shall be continuing with the shows, the other shows that you can catch up to. We have the 411 that is hosted by me, myself, Ntale Area. And then we shall have the sporty show, which is the halftime sports. And then there is a political show. It will be hosted by Makindye, and we shall be talking a lot more with sports. But for entertainment news, you can catch me later, and then catch up with Remmy Sserwadda on the halftime sports. Thank you very much.
About yourself, and then we are continuing with the show. You are seeing what I am seeing.
Today we shall be talking.
You are seeing what I am seeing.